Good morning to you. It is just about time for the area's only live local talk and entertainment show, Virginia This Morning, to launch into action. The A-Team, Amy and Andreas, is in full effect today, and I'm always happy to be here with you, Amy Lacey.
I'm always happy to be with you, Andreas White-Murdaugh. We are having a happy Friday here. Our live show features all kinds of great things, food, fun, music, and more. And don't forget, if you want to watch any of our segments again, you can just do that by logging onto our show website at virginiathismorning.com. Can you believe it that we are already winding down September and fall begins this weekend?
No, I cannot believe it. And I also cannot believe that we're in, the days 20s of September.
Where did it go?
What?
All the months fly by, but I feel like this one has gone by especially fast. We've had some jam-packed shows here, too.
We have.
Including our Broadway in Richmond special that we had on Tuesday. That's one that if folks want to catch, I think they should do that online.
Yes.
They'd have a lot of fun with it.
And don't forget, you can always go to our show website, Virginia This Morning, and make sure that you watch all of those things back and see some recipes. There's all kinds of good stuff there.
A little bit of everything on there, and there will be plenty more as we move on into the fall season. So much going on.
Well, speaking of moving on in, we have another packed fun Friday, and this is the part when we get to preview a few highlights. She's the owner of Penny's Pretty Pastries, and she came in from Buckingham, Virginia, to be with us this morning. Paris Boulanger is here to walk us through the steps on decorating a heart cake.
We're spreading some love through some sweet stuff today. And it's almost time for Virginia Voice to celebrate their 46th anniversary. It's coming up next week at the James River Cellars Winery, and you're invited to take part in it. Yvonne Mastromano is the CEO of Virginia Voice, and she's here with Mitzi Batterson, co-owner of the James River Cellars Winery, and talented singer Shayla Wynn. They're going to share all the details, and Shayla will perform live in our studio. You don't want to miss it.
Certainly don't want to miss that. I can't wait. Dave Parker has a great gig. He travels in and around Central Virginia and beyond and discovers everything from mountains to state parks and wineries and so much more. His adventure continues this week in Old Town Alexandria. That's coming up in less than 15 minutes.
And now our in-house person who has a really cool gig, that would be Tom Patton. He's outside in the CBS 6 Backyard Weather Garden. You have all the action for the forecast of the weekend. Tom, what is happening for us as we move into fall?
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot to put on a fella, all that right there.
But that's a great endorsement for you that you have a cool gig here at CBS 6.
I think if anyone was going to make sure we had a smooth start to fall, it would be the one and only Tom Patton.
Absolutely.
So, I mean,
all right, thank you, lady. That's
we're
enough.
We're just glad that you're here.
Just a simple toss is all the producer asks for. They just say, just throw it to Tom. You don't need to go all that.
Tom, over to you.
See, thank you. All right, I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm gonna miss. Well, not that they're going away quickly. Is these elephant ears in front of me that have grown so rapidly, wonderfully over the past couple of months. And once the frost hits, these things are done. So I'm really enjoying these. Yes, go ahead.
Elephant ears. So my parents have some as well, and I think of them as almost a beanstalk. They grow so fast and so big, and the one they have is so tall, you almost are going to need to chop it down.
Yeah, good point. That's true, and I'm not sure how you would acquire that, but the beanstalk. But yes, I was trying
Those
to do
magic beans.
Yeah, I was trying to go there, but it's Friday, and the thing about Friday is my brain is starting to check out. So it stops with any kind of creativity, I think. But anyway, yes, good point. They are enormous. And you could see the leaves still coming within. They start out like curly and then they come up, and you see many more ready to go. So I'd like to preserve these somehow. I'm not sure how, but maybe we can cover them for as long as possible. And I'm not even sure if that would do them justice.
We want to keep them around as long as we can.
We want to keep them around. We
Hold on to summer just a little bit.
Yes, and Amy, you did mention, or Andreas, that it's the 20-something of September. I feel the same way. September teen-something was yesterday and beyond, and before that, now the 20-something, and it's crazy. It's just flying right by. So there you have it. It'll be Christmas before it. It usually goes Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all of a sudden you're like, what's going on?
Tom, you just got me in the spirit.
Yes,
it's
well,
gonna be Christmas soon.
Christmas
All right.
songs
Let the
are
countdown
coming up.
begin.
Come on.
That's it. All right. I didn't mean to be a bummer. I thought, wow, maybe I'm being a downer on this Friday, but no. All right, let's move on. I'm getting the quick here on the forecast. Let's get going. It is a beautiful morning. We do have some patchy clouds up above, but lots of blue sky, and it's gorgeous. Looking out at Independence Golf Club, looking beautiful out there with clear skies. 72 degrees at the airport. We're jumping fairly nicely, even with a northerly wind today. I think we're going to have a nice day. We should make it easily into about the middle 80s, 84 degrees today, mostly sunny conditions. And it's a great day. Friday, we got football tonight. So many things going on everywhere. It's hard to encapsulate it. Partly cloudy tonight, 62 for your overnight low temperature. All right, let's get it here. We have high pressure dominating for us, but it's not going to last too long. We have a cold front that'll be moving through over the weekend off to the west. It's going to bring some cooler air for Sunday, which is the first day of autumn, so cooler air will arrive pretty much on time. And it'll bring some showers with it probably Saturday night. I think we're dry today, of course. This is Saturday night after sunset. I think some showers, maybe a thunderstorm moves through with that front into early Sunday morning. By 7 a.m. it looks like it should be gone. So this should be a nighttime thing. Our daytime hours look pretty good for the upcoming weekend. Sunday we'll probably have more clouds with some of that cooler air though, but that's it. Autumn arrives at 8:43 Sunday morning. 70s then next week. That's it already? All right, Virginia This Morning will continue after this. Have a great weekend.
Hello, sunshine. You've been gone too long, but until you let me
Happy Friday to you. This last Friday of the summer, Andreas White Murdaugh and I are dancing into the weekend, and we are so glad that you can join us right now, just after 9 o'clock, and Virginia This Morning is underway. Thank you for joining us each and every weekday from 9 to 10 a.m. I'm Amy Lacey.
And I'm Andreas White Murdaugh, and it is time to get comfortable, sit back, relax, and enjoy our live Friday edition of Virginia This Morning. We've got a jam-packed show, so let's get started.
Talented baker Paris Boulanger is here in the Virginia This Morning kitchen. She's going to put us to work while she gives us a cake decorating tutorial. We're looking forward to the end result where we can do some quality control too. That is coming up later on today's live show. What a great Friday with cake.
I tell you. Well, she's already been prepping us for the incredible work she expects us to do. So we're ready. Our friends from Virginia Voice are having their anniversary celebration, and you're invited. We'll talk with Yvonne Mastromano, Mitzi Batterson, and talented singer Shay Wynn about this fun and festive event. Plus, Shayla will even fill our studio with her wonderful voice. That's coming up still on today's live show.
But wait, there's more. Dave Parker continues his guided tour of Old Town Alexandria. We'll go there to see what's going on there coming up.
Yes, I love Old Town Alexandria.
Always so
okay,
much fun.
We got to get cheesy for a moment. Today is National String Cheese Day. Are you a fan of string cheese?
You know what? Until I had a young child, I don't know that I'd ever eaten string cheese, but now it's always in my refrigerator. And you know, when busy mom's on the go, you kind of grab what you can and you eat on the go. So
I have a confession. I have never eaten string cheese, so this is a first. This is a first.
I mean, it's kind of fun because you like to play with your food anyway, and
so you just peel it.
You just
down?
kind of peel off
the
strips like
there
that.
you go. Let's see how it tastes. Mine's
tasty too. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And you know,
String cheese.
I'm not gonna lie, I have put this on a cracker when that was the only cheese that I
Made a
had.
little charcuterie. There you go.
You can make a little charcuterie out of it.
I support that.
Maybe that will be a segment one day of, you know, putting together a charcuterie with what you already have in the fridge.
There you go. I love it. Well, Preservation Virginia presents the Patrick Henry Scotchtown's annual Fall Festival, and that's happening October 5th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com.
And we are just getting started. Stay with us. We will be right back with more string cheese, too.
Stay cheesy, my friends.
Yeah. Welcome back to our live Friday morning show. When we watch travel stories, we see what it's like to visit a particular place, but we often don't get a look at what it's like to actually live there. This week in Discover with Dave, we're heading to Old Town Alexandria, where residents are surrounded by a long and storied past.
This segment is sponsored by Rockingham Insurance.
So much is made of visiting Old Town Alexandria, but day to day, it's a neighborhood where residents do neighborhood things, like walk their dogs along the waterfront, have coffee, sit outside their antique shops. Mike Manuel works in real estate in Old Town, and he's lived here for years.
I love Old Town. It's 5 miles south of DC. We've got great bars, great restaurants, a wonderful neighborhood feel. Parking can be a challenge.
One of the first things to know about Old Town is the first thing you see, the architecture. Depending on location, remodeling a home in Old Town can be like the parking, challenging. But those strict regulations help keep up this historic charm. It's why the 100 block of Prince Street is likely the most photographed. There were 3 separate photo shoots happening in just the 20 minutes I was there. That dedication to preservation includes the unique. There are 4 spite houses in Old Town. By spite, they mean homes that were built to spite someone else, although the stories vary. They're homes that were built in alleys, ranging anywhere from 7 to 8 feet wide. And yes, people sleep here. Living in Old Town means being able to walk or ride a bike to most places. You're also a metro ride away from Nationals Park, or where the Washington Spirit plays.
Woohoo! Washington wins!
It's important to note that some of Old Town's history is painful and continues to be part of the social fabric here. But in a country where we hopefully work toward the ideal, Old Town is carried forward by those determined to honor and live among the past. In Alexandria, I'm Dave Parker.
And we are always looking forward to Dave's next adventures. For home, auto, and farm insurance, give Rockingham Insurance a call at 800-434-7736 or visit rockingham.insure to find a local agent. Andres, I'll send it over to you.
Thanks, Amy. Our next guest is a very talented singer, and we met her years before she wowed Lionel Richie on American Idol. Shay Wynn is lending her vocals to help Virginia Voice celebrate their anniversary next week. She is giving us a mini concert this morning. And ladies and gentlemen, here's Shay Wynn.
Making false statements, testing my patience, false accusations, all in my face, and please make it make sense. Don't hit my line up for nothing. Tensions between us inflated, the words got the buzz, and playing these roles like it's nothing. They can't stand to see you shine. In the discussion, protecting my energy from all the hate and the jealousy. They asking, why is it me? I'm chasing my destiny. Why you keep playing these games? All this time you ain't changed. Why you smile in my face? Throwing dirt on my name. Why you keep playing these games? All this time you ain't changed. Why you smile in my face? Throwing dirt on my. Something we said. Come on your baggage when you couldn't bear it. And look what I'm left with. You're worse than the devil's a liar. Your time is expired. You can't be my homie. You fraudulent phony. You hate it now, you wanna act like you know me. Protecting my energy from all the hate and need? Why you keep playing these games? All this time you ain't changed. Why you smile in my face? Throwing dirt on my name. Why you keep playing these games? All this time you ain't changed. Why you smile in my face? Throwing dirt on my name. It's funny how when you start to grow, people switch up and then claim to know who you are and how your story goes. But you're the only one that's in control. So protect your energy from the hate and the jealousy. They gon' ask, why is it me? I'm chasing my destiny. All this time you ain't changed. Why you smile in my face? Throwing dirt on my name. Why you keep playing these games? All this time you ain't changed. Why you smile in my face? Throwing dirt on my name.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And Shay's not going anywhere. She is going to perform another song a bit later in the show. Shay will be singing at the Virginia Voice Anniversary Celebration coming up next Thursday, September 26th from 4:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. at James River Cellars Winery. That's located at 11008 Washington Highway in Glen Allen, Virginia. For more information, visit our show website by early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com. Stay tuned. We'll find out all about the celebration when Virginia This Morning returns.
Welcome back. If you're looking for a fun time next Thursday, September 26th, help Virginia Voice celebrate their 46th anniversary, complete with great food and full-bodied wines. Here to tell us all about it is Yvonne Mastermano, the Chief Executive Officer of the organization, along with Mitzi Batterson, co-owner of James River Cellars Winery, and of course, vocalist Shay Wynn. Good morning. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you.
For anyone who isn't familiar with Virginia Voice, Yvonne, tell us exactly what it is.
Virginia Voice creates access to print materials and performances. The access is needed for individuals who might be blind or have low vision or even have other disabilities that prevents them from turning pages. So we have 170 volunteers who read in a 24/7 audio broadcast from every publication you can imagine, including the Richmond Times-Dispatch, every single morning live. And we also go to all the local theaters and museums and baseball games, and we audio describe the visual aspects that someone who has low vision or blindness cannot access. So they have an entire experience. And we've been doing this for 46 years.
That is just incredible. How did James River Cellars Winery get involved in helping this celebration?
We were blessed with just having a great facility, a great property. We have a nice space, and it's been how many years now?
3.
3 years that we've been able to host it, and we're just grateful that we can have the facilities in the space that will accommodate as long as they don't grow too big.
Shay, we just heard your beautiful voice. I have to say, I still have the goosebumps from just hearing that soul come on out here into the Virginia This Morning studio. Why do you enjoy offering your voice to something like this?
So I'm actually legally blind, so I get help from Virginia Voice when I use their services. And actually we've met before because I was at the school for the, when I was in the school for the blind, so I'd heard about Virginia Voice for a long time. And then I had sang at another event, and she had heard me, and she asked me, did I want to sing? And I was like, yeah, why not? It's for the cause. I'm a part of it, so I want to help too.
Yvonne, you have to see that's just such a sense of community.
Yes.
That just making everyone come together for the mission.
Absolutely. We could not exist without our community. The generosity of CBS 6 to be able to be on this show this morning and to have the continued support of the entire community. We thrive on community partnerships, and Shay is just a perfect example of someone that we have the honor to be able to serve and to help, and then she gives it right back to us. So it's just a beautiful situation. We are able to do this. We have a very small staff, but a lot of volunteers and great listeners like Shay and so many others. Over 11,000 people in Central Virginia and Hampton Roads that we serve every day, and it's just our honor.
Yeah. And Shay, how has this organization touched your life? How invaluable has it been to you and your family as you've navigated your years?
So it's been very valuable because I cannot read, so it helps me to be able to keep up with the news or keep up and be able to listen to things that I may not get the chance to see like everyone else does. So it lets me be in the loop, so I get to feel more normal, I guess you would say.
Well, you just have a beautiful voice too, so giving it to this organization is just magical for all of us. So we want to celebrate 46 years, of course, at the winery. What can folks expect when they come out to support this wonderful celebration?
A long walk. We have a beautiful pavilion, and so everything is going to be housed sort of in the back of the property, so it's going to be tucked away. We're really easily accessible from Route 1, so that's the great part. But being far away from the road means a nice little walk up to the back of the pavilion, the winery. We have several different wines that will be featured. I think my favorite images are sunset red and sunrise white, which is kind of a fun way to kick off the fall too. So, but yeah, it's a great event. Food.
Silent auction is going to really rock.
Okay.
We have amazing items.
Tell me more about this.
Oh. So our sort of the flagship of our silent auction, which started last year, is a dinner. It's actually done by one of our reading volunteers, Dr. Kevin Smith and his wife. They put on a dinner at their home. Last year it was an evening in Italy. This year it's an evening in New Orleans. So there's some Cajun Creole, some French wines, and it's just he's an amazing chef, and folks bid on a dinner this year for 6 people.
Wow.
With wine pairing, and it's very personal and very extraordinary. But there are so many other items that we are so thankful to have, and we're going to have dinner that's been donated. We have wonderful desserts, great wines, music, so it's going to be a great celebration.
Well, we want everyone to come on out there. Just thank you so much for coming in today and sharing just so much information about this invaluable service in the community and how everyone can get involved.
Thank you so much.
The Virginia Voice Anniversary Celebration is coming up next Thursday, September 26th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. at James River Cellars Winery, located at 11008 Washington Highway in Glen Allen, Virginia. For more information, visit our show website by early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com. And stay with us. Shay is going to sing another song coming up after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. With back to school season in full swing, now is the perfect time to talk about workplace trends that are impacting professionals this fall. Here to lead our conversation is our great friend of the show, Lindo Garib, who is the district president for Robert Half. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to be with you. You always bring us so many wonderful insights and really summing up what's happening in the workplace. And right now, what we're seeing are some distinct decisions by employers and also some distinct thoughts from employees who are saying, hey, maybe this doesn't all line up.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Great to be back with you, so thank you for having me. But it is so interesting in the world of business right now, because you've got employers who really want to shift back to having employees in the office more often than not, some as much as 5 days a week. And that's really the preference of a lot of employers right now, while employees on the other end, really have embraced and found beneficial that remote or hybrid schedule. And most employees only want to be back in the office 3 days a week. So it's a very interesting dynamic going on between the two.
And I'm surprised to hear even 3 days a week. That seems generous as well, compared to people who have found, hey, we have family needs, we have schedules that are not necessarily the same on a day-to-day basis, and we're finding it to be extremely beneficial, as you mentioned, to be able to manage that on our own time, our own schedule.
Yeah, from an employee perspective, I mean, that really is the struggle right now, because a lot of employees are trying to balance personal obligations versus professional obligations. And for so many years recently, it has worked pretty well for employees to be remote or in the office 1 or 2 days a week. But they have seen employers shifting to wanting people together in the office more often. So hence, I think the most recent research that we've done showing that most employees would be okay with 3 days a week, but certainly do not want to come in as much as 5 days a week.
Certainly. And there's some other things too that the employees are speaking to, the benefits that are truly beneficial for them.
Yeah, from a benefits perspective, I think, obviously for employees, they still would prefer remote or hybrid schedules. Now, they are seeing that there's not as many remote opportunities out there, hence a lot more for, desire for hybrid work. But in addition to that, most employees and most working parents specifically right now are saying that they are putting in more hours this year than they were last year. So they are finding it harder and harder, and they want their employers to be sensitive to the fact that they are trying to balance both things and maybe look at a flexible work schedule, windowed work, or giving employees more paid time off.
All right, you've given me a few things I want to dive into. Do you have insights on why people feel they are working more this year compared to last year?
Absolutely. So a lot of companies in the last year, because of economic conditions, have been really conservative about hiring, have been really conservative about adding to staff or replacing staff. So the reality for most employees is they are doing more work with less people at their company, and it's coming to a head at this point, because that's been going on for several months now, while at the same time we are starting to see some hope in terms of what's happening with the economy, with the interest rates being reduced here recently this week. And so some companies are starting to move forward with projects that they had put on hold, which is really creating the perfect storm for employees with a lot more work on their plate.
So interesting. Now, we've got artificial intelligence, AI, that we're hearing a lot about. We have some companies who are full on embracing it, some who are, maybe just getting into it, and some who might be a little adverse. What do you recommend to employers and also employees who want to successfully integrate that in effective ways while providing job opportunities, but also maybe reducing the workload of those employees? Sure, and you're right. It is a very mixed how employers and employees right now are embracing and taking advantage of AI, but that is going to continue to be the wave of the future and where businesses are going. So my recommendations, whether it be from an employer perspective or an employee perspective, AI is here to stay. It's not going away, right? I think you have to think about, from an employer's standpoint, are you using the technology to create efficiencies within your business to help your employees long term? And from an employee standpoint, are you really taking the time to embrace it and learn it and use it to your advantage? AI is not going to replace people, but it's going to help us be more efficient, and maybe will help in terms of what we were just talking about. Employers are stretched. They have a lot more to do, and AI can absolutely help with that. I've absolutely embraced it, and you've now given our viewers a different perspective on how it can be absolutely helpful for them to reduce those workloads, maybe to increase their efficiency in a world where we might have to be returning to work a little bit more often. Thank you so much for being with us. Absolutely. Thanks for having me. For more information on this topic, just visit virginiathismorning.com. Amy, I'll send it over to you.
All right, thank you, Andrea. She has got an amazing voice. I feel like I'm still having a moment from her last performance. We were first introduced to her about 5 years ago when she sang for us here on Virginia This Morning. And you've seen her on the national stage as a contestant on American Idol. Shay Wynn is taking part in the Virginia Voices anniversary celebration coming up next Thursday. In case you missed her first song just a few minutes ago, you can watch it later today when we post it on our show website, virginiathismorning.com. But here Shay is with another selection just for you. Take it away.
You're broken down and tired, living life on a merry-go-round, but you can't find the fighter. But I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And eyes like the day, eyes up, and eyes unafraid, eyes up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And eyes up, I like the waves, eyes up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet and move mountains. And our eyes like the day, our eyes up, and our eyes unafraid, our friends up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, all we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise, rise, and we will rise up, we'll rise like the day, we'll rise up in spite of the ache, we will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up high like the waves, we'll rise up, and we'll rise unafraid, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up in spite of the ache, I will rise 1,000 times again.
Oh my goodness. You, my friend, have such a beautiful gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I almost have tears in my eyes. That was so, so beautiful. And in our studio, you could probably hear a pin drop besides your voice. We were all just so tuned into you. So thank you so much for bringing your voice to us.
Thank you for having me.
And bringing your voice to the Virginia Voice Anniversary Celebration. It's coming up next Thursday, September 26th. It is from 4:30 to 7 p.m. at James River Cellars Winery, 11008 Washington Highway in Glen Allen, Virginia. Shay Wynn will be there performing live for that event. You just heard her magic. You don't want to miss that. For more information, visit our show website by early this afternoon at virginiathismorning.com. Andreas, we have more good stuff coming too because you already have your place in the kitchen.
That's right. I've staked my claim, and I'm here with Paris Boulanger. She is going to give us a tutorial on how to decorate a heart-shaped cake. That's coming up right after the break. This is Paris Boulanger. She is the owner of Penny's Pretty Pastries.
We've been waiting all morning to decorate heart cakes. Great to see you, Paris. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me again.
So this is a big trend right now.
Yes, it is. And also I wanted to incorporate they do like a cake and sip, which is like a paint and sip.
Yeah.
So you would sip wine while you decorate your cake and everything. But today we're gonna move like extremely fast.
Okay.
We have lots to do, and you've already been prepping us for the technique it requires to do something like this.
Exactly. So you're gonna take the chocolate and you
chocolate on chocolate?
Chocolate, this right here.
Okay, I'll take the chocolate. Okay.
And so
we're gonna just squeeze
this.
this.
So I'm gonna show you how you're gonna take it. If you can do it, it's kind of hard, but you're gonna go around it really quick like this. Like turn it.
Oh, she meant really fast.
Really fast.
There you go. You got it. You got it.
Oh my
I'll
goodness.
help you if you can.
How do you drink wine while you're doing this?
No, you'll be doing it a lot slower there.
Oh, and then we're going up. Okay.
Yes. So I'm just doing mine really fast so that I can give you this to do yours.
Maybe you drink the glass. I said bottle of wine. Maybe you drink
the whole thing.
So just do it. Yeah, you're doing really. Oh my God, you're doing really good.
Okay, and then I just kind of outline it a little bit. Okay.
There you go. Because we're gonna smooth it out.
Yeah, we are.
We're getting it on there quickly, and then all right. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Ooh, sorry, Amy.
There we go.
Take me out.
It's not going to be as neat as it should be.
Do I take this now and do that same thing? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
Right? God, I feel so crazy because it's not going to be my normal perfection.
Well, that's all right because I would imagine that once we've gotten our wine glasses or our bottles, as Amy mentioned, we'll,
once you start drinking, you don't really know what you're doing.
Or I would also say that there's no such thing as imperfect cake.
No, not
I mean,
at
that's
all.
just
Because people
my
always
motto
say
for
as
life.
long as it tastes good, they don't really care. So
that's right. Now the cakes that we're working on, what
I
kind of cake is
extra
this?
icing. So this is chocolate, and I do like an extreme chocolate on chocolate, which would be this, and then the rest, the other two are just vanilla.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now when you're smoothing it out, should you go in one direction or is it okay just to kinda, whatever
You can
works?
kind of do it whatever way you want to.
How do you get the ends here? Because I feel like it's not.
I can't.
That might
I'm
be
doing
the
mine
hard
so
part.
fast. But what you do is you do all of this, but then you can kind of like make up for the with the like the decorations or whatever. So it's extra icing right here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so
I might need a little extra.
Now for yours,
squeeze it through.
I'm gonna put a tip on yours, right?
Oh, this is getting real now. Yes,
so
it is.
I'm gonna put a tip on here.
Okay. And I can pipe something on there?
Yes.
What shall I pipe?
However you want to do it. It's
Okay.
your world.
Look at that, Amy.
It's your show.
Wow.
You do, yeah.
I tell you, you did that.
It's all about you. She did a good job, right?
I'm still trying to get the icing out of here.
So I noticed that you said that this heart shape is a trend, but if someone at home wants to make a heart shape, I actually have some heart-shaped pans at home, but it looks like you made round cakes and you cut the heart.
Yes.
So that would be possible.
When you get good, you can, kind of do your own thing.
I have a spreader.
Yes, here you go. And I can help you spread yours really fast.
All right. Let's see. So I start from the sides, right? As a review for everyone watching.
You just
we
go
go
for
around.
it. So the last time I was on here, you guys said I could do some shout outs.
Yeah, go for it.
Would that be okay this time?
Absolutely.
So I want to shout out the Scottville community. My good friend Hank Cosby, he is a realtor in the Powhatan area.
Okay.
And his mother is over there, and they're all watching me today and supporting me. So I wanted
Hello,
to,
thank you for
Yeah,
watching.
thanks for being a part of this day of chocolate cake and vanilla cake.
also,
Thank you for letting us borrow Paris Boulanger.
Yes. And also, I told you guys the last time I was on here, I'm actually an in-home CNA, and I have a client over there at the Auburn Hill community, and her name is Marian Gent, and she actually started me out on this whole TV journey. So yeah, definitely wanted to give her some.
It always takes a friend and an
Yes.
advocate, and
Yes.
look at you
Yes.
now, and we love
Yes.
what we are able to do here with you today.
All
And I love coming on here. You guys are always so nice. So then, see, you're just gonna throw. Oh my God, your cake looks so good.
I mean, I think
Amy got a head start.
I think good is debatable, but like I said, there's no such thing as imperfect cake.
So we're gonna help you out a little
All right.
bit. So see, you're gonna take
I'm
that,
just trying to
go around it like that and
Oh,
make it look,
perfect.
yeah,
All
make
right.
it look neat. Only person got to eat it is you, so right.
Well,
you are doing a very good job.
I have loved baking since I was a child. Can I tell you, one of my earliest childhood memories is my great-grandmother taught me how to bake bread when I was about 3 years old. And that has stayed with me, and I've just always had a love of the kitchen.
Yeah, because she said that you knew a little bit about what you.
Oh, yeah.
I do. I have always loved baking because, you know, it's just a way to have that extension of your heart. When look at this extension of your heart. This
Yes.
there you go.
like so beautiful. But you know,
Aw.
it is, you know, when you prepare it, you give it to someone.
Yes.
I'm sure that's why you love baking so much
Yes,
too.
I do. And I also like it because I'm able to give back to the community
Yeah.
through my baking. I do a lot with different churches and organizations and stuff like that. So the baking really helps me be able to incorporate myself.
What are some
into
other
those
trends
things.
right now besides these heart cakes that you're seeing?
So it's the burn cakes, whereas you put a layer of so it would be something like this.
You said
on
burn?
top. Yes, and you seen those where they kind of like burn the top layer off?
Oh, yes,
And then under that there's a picture, so
Yeah.
that would
Yes.
have been this.
Okay.
And that would have been on top, and
I
then I would
see.
burn that off. And,
Okay.
yes, so that's also.
Oh, I think I
trending
have
right now.
just enough icing to finish.
And I want to give one more shout out to a church that I visit frequently. It is the UCC Church. It's in Powhatan, Virginia, and it's ran by Cavell Phillips.
Oh, yes.
And they're having a walk October the 12th.
Okay.
Not really sure the details because I don't pay a lot of attention in church like I should, but yes, they are having a walk, and if anybody is listening, if you want to donate, you can always get in touch with a friend of mine. Her name is Iris Brown, or either Cavell Phillips. They should be easy to find.
Yes, I know Cavell.
Yes, so they should be easy to find. It tastes good, right?
Yeah,
Did you want to cut you a little piece?
Can
So my
I?
icing is signature. I make all of my icing from scratch, and that's my claim to fame. Everyone loves the icing.
Yeah, no
Yes.
complaints from me. I like
Yes.
what I have so
Oh my
far.
God, you're doing good. Afterwards, she's
Look at
I still
this.
have a little bit of time.
so we were supposed to be like faking and sipping because we didn't even have water. So
No
yeah.
time to sip.
So
we have,
yeah.
we
And
have
look, I'm just gonna
Uh-oh.
go with it, and yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh
They-
my
they
Your
don't
cakes
want
look
to
really,
stay
your
on
No,
cake
it,
it's
but
looks
hard
really
to say,
good.
especially on the side.
Really good.
It's
Okay.
the thought that counts.
And
right?
then I have, do we have like a few more minutes? I have one more thing I want to show you guys.
Is that fondant?
Yes. And normally on the top
Adult
of the cake,
Play-Doh, as I
it would
say.
be, yes.
Look at that.
I tell kids I play with my food, so. All right,
Speaking
so
of playing with your food,
Yeah,
We're
it's really,
going
really
to-
tasty.
it is. It's so tasty.
so I got
This is homemade buttercream.
Yes, yes, both of them are
Nothing like a
homemade.
buttercream.
They are my claim to fame, so. All right, so this is an edible marker, right?
Edible
so
markers,
you can write,
draw on
yes,
your food too.
Yes. So,
Oh, are you writing a message?
yes.
Oh.
And usually I write better than this, but I'm going fast, so.
So you, instead of having to work with all of the different icing types, you could write it on there.
Yes, and I write on most of my cakes like happy birthday, because I have really good penmanship. It's not showing up today because I'm so much in a hurry, but yeah.
Just fine.
That's awesome.
You take your time with that because we're going to head to the break right now. And keep doing that, and then we'll share the message after we come back. And I'm going to eat some cake too.
Oh, we're definitely going to eat some cake. In the meantime, if you'd like more information on Penny's Pretty Pastries, just visit us online at virginiathismorning.com. Stay tuned. We're going to stay caking and sipping. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. As the saying goes, let them eat cake, and that is what we are going to do right now. Paris Boulanger showed us how to decorate a heart cake, and we are going to dig in right now. We even had a chance to decorate our own.
Yes, and she was talking a little bit about, oh, you know, we wouldn't normally move this fast, but I think you taught us well in that time that we had.
I taught myself because I don't think I've ever had to go that fast before.
So we've got chocolate on chocolate, vanilla on vanilla with your homemade buttercream icing, and now it's time to cut the cake.
Okay, so let's cut yours first.
All right.
I'm gonna leave this one here, but you guys can, and I put a little message on there for you guys. So.
Can I read the message while you're cutting?
Yes, you can.
She wrote, "Thank you guys for having me, CBS 6." So thank you for coming in today.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, we cut it open. Here we go.
And I'm just gonna go from there. Cut right there. Oh, it's so moist. It's very, very moist.
Mmm.
Okay, show the viewers what it tastes like. You gotta show them because they can't taste it, so you gotta show them with your.
Chocolate on chocolate is a 200% win.
Oh my gosh, and vanilla is my absolute favorite. So moist, so good. Thank you so much for being with us.
Claim. That's my other claim to fame. Everybody always says the first time it's so moist. It's so moist.
It is.
So moist, so sweet. Filled with so much love. Thanks for coming in today, Paris. And thank you for tuning in to watch us each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. We sincerely appreciate your viewership. We'll see you on Monday.